Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to our 18th interview today. And yes, we are still not yet tired, and I'm hungry for sure. But now we are talking about Eclipse Gold, and Mike Allen, the CEO, is here for the first time with us. Yeah, to give us an insight and, of course, also update on the company. Mike, hi, good morning. How are you?
I'm doing very well, thank you.
Super, perfect. Eclipse Gold, maybe you can give us a short overview on the company before we go a little bit deeper into it.
Sure. Eclipse Gold is a newly listed company on the TSXV. We listed the company in February of 2020. It's the follow-up to my last company, which was a company called Northern Empire. Northern Empire was sold to Coeur Mining in 2020, or probably 2018. New vehicle. It's a group of individuals that make up the team and the board that have all worked together in the past in Nevada. If you look at the team, it's names like Pathway Capital, which was the group that created Sandstorm and Equinox. We've also got people in there like Doug Hurst and Ray Threlkeld. They were part of Newmarket and are part of Caliber. And then we've got other members of the board that have had exploration success on the global scale. So it's a really good people coming together to create another win for shareholders like we've done in the past.
Okay, fantastic. What I really liked when I looked at your presentation, also your website, you are executing your business plan 2020, and you had a very structured presentation, a very clear path what you want to do and what you want to achieve. So, what is the execution on your business plan 2020?
If you look at our website, it really is it's focused on articulating the value of the Hercules project. We were fortunate because this is a new vehicle. We were able to plan out the first year in quite a bit of detail. So that is in terms of establishing the land package, getting the surface sampling done, phase 1 drilling getting done. There's more permits. We've got a phase 2 drill program underway right now, and then articulating that scale, which I think is a key part of the Hercules project. This is a big project and a big asset. It's located in Nevada, and just being able to work through it methodically. And you need that plan to, or else you wind up running around all over the place. If you don't have a plan, you're going to have problems because it's such a big project and there's so many targets around.
Okay, super. You named it already, phase 1, phase 2 drilling. So phase 2, I think, is done. You are now in phase 1 is done, and you are now going into phase 2. What were the results? You have already initial results from phase 1?
Yeah, we have results for phase 1. We drilled 12 holes in phase 1, and we hit significant near-surface gold in all of them. The headline hole was 89.92 meters of 0.65 grams per ton gold and just under 1/2 ounce per ton silver. So good open pit heap leach grades for Nevada, very promising. And then the other part of phase 1 was understanding the geological model, which said the system is getting thicker and stronger the further south we go. And so that's where we go into phase 2.
Okay, super. And phase 2 has started already?
Correct.
Really? Okay, so how many meters you are doing?
Up on the hill right now. We are about a dozen holes into the program, and phase 2 is designed to get the geometry of the mineralization nailed down, and then once we get that nailed down and have the model into something predictable, then we'll be able to go into a phase 3, which we anticipate will be resource delineation.
Okay, so that means you would love to have a resource next year already?
That is the goal.
Yeah. Okay. Let's hope for that.
Yeah. Actually, one of the key points for your readers is the project came with the permit to do that level of intensity of drilling. If it can take a lot of time to get a really intensive drill permit in Nevada, it'll take you about 2 years. The Hercules project came with that permit already baked in. So once we get the geometry nailed down, we can move into that delineations phase.
Okay, super. So then let's talk a little bit about the Hercules project. Why is it so special?
Oh, there's a lot of things probably the most important is the scale. When you come out to Hercules and you get up onto one of the high benches of mineralization, it's literally mineralized almost as far as the eye can see. There's kilometers and kilometers of surface showings, rock chip samples, drill holes that have all returned significant amounts of gold to it. And that's probably the single biggest thing. When the other parts of it, it's in Nevada, it's an hour outside of Reno. It looks like it's going to be an open pit heap leach target. And these are the sorts of things that institutions and other mining companies look for in terms of wanting to deploy capital into a big system. They want it in a safe jurisdiction, and they want it to be technically simple. So all those things are lining up for Hercules.
Okay, super. So let's assume you have big success with Hercules and you find the stuff you want to find. Do you want to bring that by yourself in production, or do you say, no, we are exploration professionals, we search for a partner, or we sell it even?
That is actually going to be driven by the market. What happens is that there's a tipping point where you become more than bite-sized for an Acquirico. You become something that's just too big, and the market will dictate to you, you have to take it all the way. And so in terms of when I come into the office in the morning, I'm not thinking about selling the company, or I'm not thinking about building a mine. I'm thinking about creating shareholder value, and the market will tell me how I do that. If you look at our board, we've got a lot of experience of making the exit, but we've also got the experience of building the asset. So though both options are open for us, and it really becomes what makes money for shareholders.
I think this is the right attitude to it, because make money for shareholders is always the best. Shareholders, I would say I saw insiders 40%, institutions 10%. So what is management share? What is your personal share in the company? And because for me, it's always important that management has skin in the game.
Yeah. I'm the single largest shareholder of the company. And then it becomes Marcel, the chairman of the company, and Doug Hurst are neck and neck for number 2 and number 3, and then the institutions come after that. But you're right. I mean, having people that'll make a significant change in their life by having a win in Eclipse, that's how you get alignment with shareholders. That's how you get people excited to go to work in the morning and really motivated to make that win for people.
Exactly. Super. Let's talk about money, because you had a private placement. It was originally $8 million and it was upsized to $12 million. I could imagine that you could have taken even more, but I think with 12 million, you have a very nice cushion, right?
Correct. So current cash is about 9.6 million Canadian dollars. You're right. We did have more money on the table. The way that we did that financing was, it was a prospectus offering, so the stock was free trading, but we also did not put a warrant on. And I think that was the right decision. We could have taken more money, but I think we would have attracted a different shareholder, not a long-term shareholder, into the company's structure. So I think that doing what we did, preserving the upside, having a clean structure, allows the company to maintain maximum leverage for shareholders.
Okay, super. Last question. Most important goal for 2021?
For 2021, I think it's the success of phase 2 will drive phase 3, the delineation. I also think that what needs to be done in terms of the project scale, it's a big project. There's a lot of gold that we see at surface that we're really not understanding why it's there, and being able to articulate why, and then how much. Even further to the south, we work on the northern part of the property, but I also want to work into the southern part of the property and establish some of the blue sky, so that people can really get excited about this is an 88 square kilometer package, and there's gold everywhere.
Fantastic. Super. Well, then I wish you all the best, of course, for 2020, but also 2021. And look forward to some good updates, to good drill results, of course. And keep fingers crossed that things are going the way you wanted it.
Sounds good. Well, thank you very much for your time.
Super. Thank you very much, Mike. Yeah, ladies and gentlemen, that was Eclipse Gold with Mike Allen, the CEO. And for the first time here at Commodity TV and for Precious Metal Summit Europe. And you heard that the drills are turning. Phase 1 so far was already successful. A lot of results are still outstanding. Phase 2 is also running, and this will define then phase 3 for sure. Hercules is, what the name already says, is a big project in Nevada. This is elephant territory anyhow. The company has enough money for this year and next year, and the who is who of the mining, specialists in the world is a shareholder. This is fantastic. They have a great team for both optionalities. Sell it or bring it maybe in production. We like that. Check out the company. Thanks for watching us, and bye-bye from Switzerland.